Being here, welcome to Tuesday's Live, Afternoon Live. Tonight we're talking about substitute recipes and are they worth it? I get asked this a lot about substitute recipes, but before we're going to dive in, let me quickly introduce myself in case there's any new people here. We love new people. If you're new, say hi, what's up? I feel like my hair's like all crazy today. I don't know why. It feels like extra gray too. My birthday's in like 2 days and it feels like bunch of grays just popped out. I don't know. I don't care to get older. Like, I'm grateful to get older. So it's not like age body. I'm like, oh, I'm entering my late 30s. I'm almost 40. Like, I'm definitely not one of those women. So I love my birthday. I am definitely like a kid about my birthday. Not just for presents. I mean, presents are awesome, but also for cookies and like, you know, just fun stuff. Like you run around and it's your birthday. It's just, that's your day. Like, I just love it. I don't know. But, okay, introduce myself. Wow, this is gonna go well. I am gonna stay focused. Okay, my name is Renee Paulson, just in case you're new here, aka the Sugar Detox Coach. I'm a recovering food and sugar addict and also a healthy living and nutrition coach. I struggled with my weight hardcore for most of my life until I really came to that hardcore realization that I had a special bond with food that wasn't just like, oh, I love food. Like people would be like, oh, I love food too. And I'm like, you don't understand. I drink heavy whipping cream from the container. And then they would be like, ooh. And you're like, yeah, okay, you understand now. So I struggled for years, came to that realization, and didn't want to give up cookies for forever. I don't think that that's a good, realistic way of healing your relationship with food and healing your relationship with yourself. So set out to really heal and come up with tools to put in my toolkit to figure out how to heal, lose weight, get healthy for good, learn how to have cookies and still, you know, be healthy and have that moderation. And now I've made it my life mission to help other women do the exact same thing. I've helped hundreds of women kick their cravings through Sugar Warrior 10, which is a rebooted thing now. And I absolutely love it. Right now I'm doing a giveaway. So if you're watching this and it's before September 8th, you do have the option. You can still enter the giveaway. I'm giving away not just one spot, but 2 spots away, 2 Sugar Warrior 10, so you can kick your cravings, lose weight, and feel fabulous in 10 days. So I'll put a link here so you can go check out. You can enter to win if you'd like, if you're still, you know, within the time frame. And it's one of those things that, you know, I get a lot of kickback from the guys, you know, especially on like Facebook, and I'd be like, oh, sugar detox is bullshit. And I vehemently defend it, obviously, because it's one of those things that gave me the chance, almost like a breath, to be like, okay, moderation might be possible for me. My craving voice, my inner cookie monster, as I call it, wasn't screaming at me all the time. And, you know, I have absolutely loved it. And every single person that has ever gone through and done it loves it. They feel fabulous at the end. And this is not a new thing. Like Tim Grover, who, you know, he is the writer of a book, Relentless. He also trained, you know, high performance athletes like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade. I don't know if I say Dwayne or Dwayne. I don't know how to say that first way. I'm not a big basketball person, but the guys will know who those people are. He's been running high performance athletes through 10-day sugar detoxes since, you know, like the 70s, because it just works. It just works. And at the end, you just feel great. So it's a no-brainer. If you want to know all about that, you can go enter the giveaway. We're launching Warrior Up next week, which is a small beta program. So if you're like, yeah, I want to kick my cravings, but also like, I need to lose some weight. Like I need to lose like maybe, you know, 20 plus pounds, and you're wanting to really figure out how to get those cravings, like lasso them and get them under lock and key before the holidays hit, check out Warrior Up. I'm going to put a link in here as well. Now, before the new year, Warrior Up is a small beta program. It's only going to be with a small amount of women next week that we're launching, and then it's closing. And it's not opening back up until probably January of 2023. So if you're like, I want to work with you, and this is your calling, go check it out. Find out the information that you want to know. Because it's a beta program, it's at a hugely discounted price right now, which you're not going to see in January 2023 because, you know, inflation. But I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to sell you on it. I'll put a link in here. You can go check it out. If you want to join me, you should definitely join me. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to be going through things like Halloween and getting ready for Thanksgiving, which are 2 huge holidays. If you struggle with sugar and food addiction, those holidays, we got to get ready for those, because if you lose control, in the past, when I've lost control through Halloween and you have that extra candy or whatever, and it's just kind of like you just eat candy for the next few weeks, and then, oh, it's Thanksgiving, and then you have Thanksgiving leftovers, then we roll right into Christmas, and it's just eating, and on top of that, then cravings can get out of control. So if you're wanting to really like mitigate that this year, you got to join me for real. And this amazing group of women that are going to be in it, because I'm super excited. All right, that's enough. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. Those are just awesome things that I offer. But I want to talk today about substitute recipes. Now, what do I mean by substitute recipes? I mean, like, let's say you've been eating, we're going to say the standard American diet, because I don't want to say you've been eating good or bad. When I grew up, that's very much how my mom classified food, and still, has struggled with that. And I've been like, Mom, you can't do that. That's not good or bad. It's just food. It's food, And so a lot of people will think, well, you say sugar, and, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying everything in moderation, right? But I don't want to label good or bad, but let's say you've been eating the standard American diet, which is a lot of takeout, right? Lots of takeout, fried food, cheese, the things that aren't the greatest for us. Why is this the standard American diet? America, we need to zhuzh it.
Sure, I understand.
Whoa. In case you're wondering, my Siri is an Irish dude, because that's how I live my life. Anyway, but substitute recipes would be like, let's say you've been having fried chicken and you want to do like an air fried chicken, or like a mac and cheese, but you're going to make it like a skinny mac and cheese, or, things like that we try and substitute. And it was about a year ago, I was talking to someone and they were like, we love substitute recipes. My wife's such a sugar addict, blah, blah, blah. They were both talking to me about, their substitute recipes and how much they love their substitute recipes for brownies, and that they substitute with aspartame or sucrose, one of the two, and all of those things. And I was like, I'm like, okay. So let me talk really quickly about substitute recipes. Okay. I have done this so many times in my life where, I've tried to do like Weight Watchers, and I've really wanted to lose weight. Like I've said, I've struggled with my weight my whole life. And when we're trying to find substitute recipes, it's because we don't want to give up that food. Like, you don't want to give it up, right? You're like, yes, I want to lose weight, but also I want to eat like shit, like I've been eating. Not like shit, but if you've been eating shit, like you're like, I want to keep eating like this, but I want to lose weight. So let's figure out a way to substitute these things, right? And let me just, first of all, it never is the same. If I'm wrong and you have found a substitute recipe that is so good, if not better than the original, you have to send it in. Please send it in to me, because I will try this out and I will cook your recipe just for you. And I don't even like to cook. I'll cook it just to see. But my thoughts are with substitute recipes is that they're never the same. It's always like, this is kind of, it's good, but it's not mac and cheese, or it's not pulled pork barbecue, or it's not XYZ, whatever that is. The brownie. If I eat a brownie with Splenda versus I eat a brownie with sugar, I can tell that it's Splenda. Can you tell that it's Splenda? I can tell. I could tell from the beginning. Okay? There's this, I don't know what that stevia, I don't like fake sugar substitutes. I will tolerate stevia in small doses. But let me also just bring up that there's new studies talking about a couple of the alternative sweeteners, stevia also being one of them, of not only changing the gut microbiome, but also, I think the other one was saccharin. I'm going to look it up. Wait. Study link. I'm making a note so I don't forget. Because the other one also was that it inhibits cells' ability to absorb sugar from the bloodstream, therefore making you an even higher risk of type 2 diabetes, because you get all this extra blood sugar because your cells can't absorb it. And it's insane that now, of course, we're starting to really study these things. And who knows, in the end, what's going to be what. When it comes to sucrose and aspartame, I'm a hard drawn line no, just because the initial studies and even studies on, I was going to say rice, but not rice, rats and mice, and carcinogenic and those types of things, they're enough. I don't like them. And so that coupled with it causes cancer in the initial animal studies, I'm like, I honestly think that aspartame and sucrose will be banned in our lifetime because I just don't think that they're good alternatives. Now, I have in the past given stevia as a sweetener alternative, and I will for right now. I'm still looking into studies for that in very low doses. It shouldn't be something that you're pouring in, 3-4 packets to your coffee or anything like that, because if you've got that, that means you've got lower your sweet taste receptors on your tongue are lower, meaning, the best thing for that would be to do a sugar detox, because you can reset those and then you would taste it. You're like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Like you wouldn't be able to take it anymore. So when it comes to substitute recipes, my firm belief really is don't do it. And here's why. Don't leave. Here's why. Keep the real thing. Now, again, okay, I know you're confused. You're like, listen, lady, I came to you for weight loss advice and health advice. And this is not the same. And it is. Here's why. If you keep those certain meals, let's say for some reason I'm loving mac and cheese. Ooh, cheese curds. I'm going to say cheese curds. I love cheese curds. My stomach just growled. I love cheese curds. I did not know what cheese curds were when I was in the height of food addiction, which it is a damn good thing, because I would have turned into a cheese curd. I'm telling you what. But let's say it is cheese curds, right? I love cheese curds. I'm not giving away cheese curds, and I'm not going to give up cheese curds. So don't come to my house, because I'm not going to give you away any. I'm not drunk. I have had no coffee. It's you know what it is? It's a Tuesday after a holiday weekend. That's what it is. So anyway, let's continue this fun shit show. Anyway, so hear me out. Keep the real thing. Let's say again the thing is cheese curds, right? Because I love cheese curds. I'm not going to give away. Fuck. I hope your children are listening, and if they are, I'm very sorry. I'm going to try to tame my mouth, but it doesn't work like that a lot. So I would apologize in advance, but also I'm not going to. I think now we're probably friends, and you think that I know that. You think I forget it. I curse. It is what it is. Okay. Hear me out about the cheese curds. I'm not giving any away. But I'm not going to give them up either. If I want cheese curds, I'm going to choose to plan a treat meal, not a meal. This is a topic for next week too. Treat meal versus treat day. I'm going to plan my next treat meal and enjoy it and eat all the cheese curds and enjoy them and live my life with cheese curds, and then satisfy that craving or that food, whatever, what it is, and then keep it moving. Now, here's when you will find, as your health and weight loss journey continues to progress, some of the things that you really like are going to go in what's called not worth it. Now, I know we're talking about substitute recipes, but these are all treat meals, and it has to do with the same thing, because instead of substituting the recipe, try and make a fake healthy version. What instead is one of the biggest switches that I made, and going through and talking to a bunch of other food addicts that have also recovered, this is also one of the key elements to the recovery, that instead of trying to find substitute recipes, instead find recipes that you're going to enjoy cooking, that are healthy, that are delicious, and add those to your weekly repertoire. That way, when it comes to treat meal time, if you want the thing like the cheese curds or whatever it is, you plan your treat meal around that, you enjoy that, and the rest of your recipes are relatively healthy for yourself or for your family or whatever. Now, what I'm talking about is like recipes or foods going into the not worth it category. This one for me now is like, example. This is how I work. I love to give examples because that's the best way that I learn, and I feel like sometimes that's you too. I hope so. KFC is a no-go for me anymore. I love KFC. Fried chicken all day. Like, that sounds yummy. But fried chicken, now KFC is in that category that the last time I ate it, I felt so sick and so bad that I was like, that was not even worth it. Like, that food item, like, nope, that's no go. I'm going to find something else. And you just go about that way. So instead of trying to substitute recipes and do like your fried chicken throughout the week, do it in the air fryer, do these or that and the other, instead just find those recipes that are easy. It's a weeknight and you're busy and you've got a busy family. Like when it comes to a weeknight recipe, it has to be no more than cooking for 30 minutes, and it can't have a shit ton of not recipes, like ingredients. Like it needs to be somewhat simple, but it also needs to taste delicious. Not just for me, but also my son. We have the same taste buds, and if it does not taste good, we're not going to eat it. But instead of, like I said, this is one of the best things that instead of trying to find substitute recipes and trying to switch out all these ingredients, make a healthier version, just instead learn how to cook healthy versions of foods that you really enjoy and keep the OG, the original, if it's cheese curd, mac and cheese, whatever it is that's on that you love for your treat, just plan that for your treat meal. And then, if you feel sick, be like, that might not be the best thing. Plan something else next time. But that's my take on substitute recipes. And like I said, I've never found a substitute recipe that was as good as the original. That I was like, yeah, this is so much better. Like than nacho, than nacho cheese or whatever. I was thinking of a nacho cheese recipe. I actually have a cashew nacho cheese recipe that is a substitute recipe, but it's like a vegan substitute recipe that's pretty good. It's not nacho cheese. It's good. It's a good recipe, but that's my healthy recipe for when I make tacos and stuff like that. I don't consider that a substitute recipe. But yeah, I found a substitute recipe and I'm like, this is amazing. And I could eat this all the time and I'll take this over the other one. So if you, like I said, if you found one, again, oh my gosh. If you found one, please let me know. Send it in. And like I said, I'll cook it. Maybe I'll make a cooking show. That would be comical because I really don't enjoy cooking. It stresses me out. It makes me feel like, I don't know. There's lots of steps. So I just ordered a HelloFresh box today though. So I'm hoping that helps take some of that anxiety out because I like to feed people. I don't like to cook. But feeding people like cookies all the time, that's not a good thing. I want to, enjoy and not feel stressed out when cooking. So that's what I'm trying. I don't know. That was very random, but I figured I would just, because we're besties now and I enjoyed your company. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed the information. Seriously, substitute recipes, I would just stick to the OG. That is the number one tip, and find the healthy recipes that you enjoy cooking, right? That like you can at least handle cooking and have a meltdown and like and fall on the floor in the kitchen. I may have done that at some point. I'm not even going to tell you if that I couldn't even remember when that happened, but I know it probably happened. Like in that movie, Julie and Julia. Ever seen that movie? That movie. But she's also making French food, so she's crying on the kitchen floor, making not French food. I think that crying in the kitchen can be sometimes off-putting to people, and then they're like, "Oh, don't invite me to your house anymore." All right, let's have a fabulous day. I hope that you have a fabulous Tuesday. If you're looking for substitute recipes, just don't do it. Keep OG. Yep. That's all I've got for you. I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. If you're not a member of the Warrior Tribe, I'll also put a link there. You can go join the Warrior Tribe for free. Poke around on the website, and you can actually become a member of the website and go through all my videos and all of that, see all my other shenanigans. And lots of them are more put together than this one. This one feels a little scattered because my brain was a little like, it feels like a weekend still, even though you're supposed to be not on a weekend. So I don't know what it is. I'll put a post up. I'm going to put the link in the comments. That's what I'm trying to say. Put the link in the comments. All the links that I talked about here today will be in the comments. I hope you have a fabulous day. I love you bunches, and I'm going to go before I ramble more. And thank you for your time. Bye-bye.